Hi, I'm Nicolás Tovar, and today I'm going to explain you my Binnacle. Well, in the week 0, it was May the 6th of 2021. Well, I prepared a glass beaker with water and on the upper part, cotton in order to place a bean seed. In this week, there is not too much to analyze because it is the 0 week and the beans are just put in the glass. In the first week, we can see that one of the seed on the cotton that was placed on the cotton is starting to open up. Also, we can see that the water in the glass lowers a little. Well, here the seed starts the germination process. With help of the water, it starts like the inhibition process, which is that the water penetrates the seeds, activating the enzymes that helps the plant make the metabolic process, including the protein synthesis. Also, the water lowers a little because the beans are taking water from it. In the second week, that is May the 20th of 2021, we can see that the stem like is beginning to emerge and is a thickness stem. Marshmallow cells is visible on the glass that can be analyzed in the explanation with theory. Well, among these processes that the plant starts to do, one of the most important ones is the protein synthesis, and inside this process there is the mitosis that you can see it in the drawing. It divides into 6 steps: profase, interfase, metafase, anafase, telofase, and cytokinesis. In a nutshell, a chromosome condensates and creates different polos, and in the end, a new cell is created. That's why there are more tissue. Some other metabolic processes that make the plant are the rehydratation, membrane repair mechanisms, and protein and DNA. In the week 3, the May the 27th of 2021, we can see that the stem breaks into the middle, but anyway, a leaf borns into the stem. Also, we can see that a lot of roots are emerging in the lower part of the cotton. First of all, the stem broke because the space in the glass was very, very small. Then, after generating tissue by mitosis and protein synthesis, the leaf starts to have the needs of nutrients in order to make the photosynthesis. That's why the roots appear, because they are searching for nutrients that you can see here in the drawing. The nutrients can glow through the phloema and then the xylema, and also they are searching in the soil the nutrients, but the plant is still in the glass, so any nutrients is received. Also, it finishes the germination process and makes some process of mobilization of major reserves. In the week 4, the 3rd of June of 2021, it can be seen that, well, first of all, taking into account that the plant is already in fertile soil, in a week the plant achieves a very good growth, since it grows a new stem and 2 more leaves. As I said before, since the plant was put into soil, it starts to make more processes in order to grow. In the drawing, we can see that the like dependent and independent reaction in the photosynthesis, and also in the upper part, we can see where is the self-respiration. It grows because the plant makes photosynthesis, as we can see in the drawing. This process is divided into steps: dependent and independent reaction. The dependent reaction is in the telecoil, and it uses the sunlight to excite their electrons and create ATP, hydrogen, and NADPH, and oxygen. An independent reaction is the one that takes the CO2, that NADPH, and the ATP and create glucose for the cell respiration. The cellular respiration is the one that let the cells to breathe. It has three steps: the glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and electron transport chain. It takes the glucose and converts it into ATP, water, and hydrogen. In the week 5, June the 10th of 2021, it was only growth a little bit more than it was last week. You can see a couple more leaves growing on it, but anyways, the plant looks like a little bit droopy or something like that inside the plastic bag. Also, you can see tiny water drops and different air. Here are present three biogeochemical cycles. The first one is the nitrogen cycle that takes the N2 into NH2 and then into nitrates that are NO2 or 3 in order to the plant assimilates the nitrates. The second one is the water cycle. Although is a mini water cycle, it complies with the evaporation, condensation, transpiration, etc. And the third one is the carbon cycle. It's also a little cycle, but however the photosynthesis creates CO2 that is used by the cellular respiration, and the cellular respiration creates CO2 that is used by the photosynthesis. As I said before, it's like a cycle. And in the drawing we can see present all of these biogeochemical cycles. Finally, in the week 6, July the 8th of 2021, this month I was in vacation, so when I arrived to see the plant, it was completely withered or dead. I unzipped the plastic bag and there was only the stem of the plant with a blackish color. Well, this happened because I was away from home, as I just said, for the whole month on vacation, and there was no one to open the curtains to give light to the plant. The no light caused the electrons in photosystem 2 not to be excited, which caused the photosynthesis process to abruptly pause. What helped the plant to decompose so fast was the amount of moisture it has, since water makes things or objects more softer. And that's it. Thank you for your attention.